Alrighty. Y'all probably know by the title already, but if y'all watched, I think, my overview of my Pioneer radio, I said I had a surprise. And this is it. This is another vehicle to add to my collection. This is a 2000 GMC Sonoma with the 2.2 4-cylinder. And it's the SLS model, which is actually the highest. The SLS is the highest trim level you can get. It doesn't have all the options for the SLS. There were 3 options for the SLS: the cold weather package, which included a heavier duty battery and a block heater. Highly doubt it has that. It does have the tilt steering wheel and cruise control. That was an option. And the last option was the power convenience, which this doesn't have. So it's manual door locks, manual windows, manual rearview mirror, or manual outside door mirrors, and there's a couple other things. So yeah, it doesn't have that, but you know, that's what it was. So it's pretty much top of the line, just minus mainly one option. You wouldn't get the cold weather package down here, and this was actually bought locally. But I'm the third owner. The second owner was a relative of mine. It's got 77,750 something miles on it. So it's, you know, barely nothing. So it's be a good daily commuter, good gas mileage. It should get at least 25 miles a gallon, at least, which is a lot better than those two over there, which they both get roughly 10 to 12 miles a gallon apiece. So yeah, driving those 60 plus miles a day to work, not very good. I fill up my Yukon at least once a week. My Jeep I have to fill up at least twice a week if I drive my Jeep. So I really haven't been driving my Jeep much. But yeah, let's go over this thing some more. Well, it's a 2000 GMC Sonoma. Like I said, it's an SLS, so highest trim model, pretty much. It's, you know, it's in good shape. It's been sitting for a while. So then, you know, it's kind of dirty. Could use a bath. This is the long wheelbase model. It's the 122.9 inch model, so that's the extended cab long wheelbase model. It does have 3 doors. This is the 3-door model, so it does have the 3 doors. Like I said, it's manual mirrors, manual stuff. It does have the full gauge cluster. It does have also the automatic headlights / daytime running lights. It's got pretty much the top of the line stereo. I don't think they included the stereo with the aux cable in this truck. They might have the Blazers, but I don't think they did in here. No power seats. There's options here and there that it doesn't have. But, you know, it's still the top trim level for the day. I did the math, and this package starts off. What was it? This package starts off at, when I was looking online, as you see, from the 2-wheel drive, then you hop up on the 4-wheel drive. 2-wheel drive SLS starts at 16,128. That's what it starts at without options. And, you know, I just, for the fun of it, decided to see what it was in today's money, and it starts out at basically $23,000 in today's money, you know, without options, for the SLS. So it's pretty nice. It's, you know, it is what it is. It's not just an interesting fact. It's got two adapters down there, an adapter here. The radio's going away. Eventually I'm putting a double DIN in here. I don't know if I'm going to take this dash and extend it, or if I'm going to buy the 2004 dashes. You can find them every once in a while, the 2004 S10 Bravada dashes, Blazer dashes, that actually have the double DIN. The rear of the dash is slightly different, so the dash kit won't work, but you can get a universal dash kit and fill around and make it work. I don't know if I'm going to do that, or if I'm going to trim this up, because those dash bezels are not cheap. I found one on eBay and they want almost $80 for it, for the double DIN dash. I might try to pillage around the junkyard to see if I can find one. But yeah, it does have a tilt steering wheel. The AC is not charged, so I don't know if the AC is going to work or not. There might be something I have to do to it. It's got some pressure in it. I went and hit the shredder valve, so it got some pressure. But it's also, technically, it's a 4-seater. It's got the jump seat right there, which honestly only a kid could fit in. But people call those Dumbo mirrors, which I kind of get the picture. It does kind of look like an ear. Let's see if I can do this one-handed. I'll probably cut that out. Yeah, here's the engine. It's got a lot of service records from different years. 77, 648, 5.6 of 16, the co-op. Battery's completely shot. Both times I've jumped it off, I've had to use 2 jumper cables. I think it's somewhat charged up though, because I had it running over an hour when I brought it to the house. I stopped at my buddy's house and let it run before I headed home. Anyway, looks like it might have had some AC work done, but maybe not. I don't know. That's shiny, but it's copper, so that doesn't mean anything. Or, excuse me, brass, so that doesn't mean anything. I mean, I'm pretty sure this was serviced fairly often, because I knew who had it before, and pretty sure she, serviced it, regularly, according by that sticker. And I think there's another one down here. Yeah, another service record that's all put away, or excuse me, all deteriorated. But I mean, looks good. The belt looks fairly new. Like I said, the AC doesn't work, but it has been sitting for a minute. I haven't popped the air filter off, so I don't know what that looks like. Can't get this stupid radiator cap off, so I'll have to. I've pulled this plastic piece off before. I'll probably have to pull the plastic piece off again and then get some pliers on it, see if I can pop it off. Brake fluid's good. One thing that I don't like is how the oil cap is a dipstick. That's, I mean, that's kind of a thing. There are other vehicles that do that. I don't know. I might get used to it. Just never been a fan of it. I do like how all of the HVAC stuff is out here in the front, kind of like the Fords are. There's your blower motor. There's the AC condenser. And I'm pretty sure the heater core is somewhere. No, the heater core is actually in the dash. I see the stuff going in the dash, but all the AC stuff's right here. Is this like our trucks? Can you get to the... No, it doesn't look like the heater core is as easy to get to. But, one thing that's going to go eventually is the drop-in liner. I'm going to get I'm probably going to do it myself. I'm going to bed line it. Get a toolbox for the back. Tailgate's actually really light and easy. Could use another strap on this side, but just by looking at the straps, it looks like you have to replace this whole piece, because you can't slip the strap off, and there's no Allen head, so that's gonna be something I'll have to look at. This is the long bed, though. I mean, so should be able to fit a four-wheeler in it fairly easy. The only damage that I know about is right here on the bumper. That's easily fixable by getting another bumper. But what I'm going to try to do, I got to look at measurements and stuff and double and triple check, because the bumpers aren't cheap than what I'm looking at. I want to try to get a 2015 and up Canyon and Colorado bumper. They're like the new Silverado bumpers with the steps. Don't know how they would look or fit, though. I've seen a couple up at work, but I haven't seen any of these old style S10s next to them or anything. So once I get the title and insurance and everything all on this thing, get the title transferred and get insurance and everything on it, and I can drive it up to work. That's one of the things I'm going to do, is try to get it next to a Colorado and a Canyon and see how the bumper looks, how it measures, if it's going to be wide enough, see how the frame rail is. If the frame rails are just, even if they're just close, I can make my own brackets. That's nothing. I got enough fabrication skills. I can make new brackets. But I'm kind of hoping it works. I'm kind of hoping it's close enough. Even if I might have to modify it, make it a little wider, make it a little skinnier, that's fine, because I'm not going to keep it chrome. I'm going a black and red theme with this vehicle. Plans. Overall plans. One of the major things, which isn't going to happen immediately, radio and stuff on the inside is going to happen first. After that, though, I am going to drop it. I'm not going to completely drop it. I don't want to slam it, because then it won't be practical anymore. I'm most likely going to go a 2.2, maybe a 3.3, probably a 2.2 though, and then get some 18s. I was thinking about getting 20s, but 20s is borderline rubber bands when you start getting down, because I think it's a 245/45/20 is the biggest you can fit once you drop it. I got a list of the drops and what's the biggest wheels and tires you can fit, and I'm pretty sure it's a 3 drop. You can fit a 20, but it's a 245/45/20 is the biggest tire you can fit. I've kind of seen pictures of it. It doesn't look too bad, but I haven't seen him a 245/45 in person. And I believe that's going to be too much of a rubber band for me. The tires on my Yukon are pushing it. I don't like how small the tires on my Yukon are. But so I'm probably going to go with 18s, and then whatever the biggest tire size I can fit with the 18s, with a 2.2 drop most likely. That way I can keep it practical, keep a little bit of a rake in the back, so when I load it down with a four-wheeler or whatever, it just doesn't completely drop. I already told you about trying to get a Canyon Colorado bumper for the back. The front, I'm actually going to change the front to a S10 style with the S10 grill and bumper butt and S10 lights, because these are the only lights for these trucks. The only other light is everything white. That amber's not there, and it's white. There's no black. There's no fancy projector or anything like that, which surprises me, because this is a huge headlight. You could do a lot of stuff to it, yet the aftermarket's not there. It's all in the S10. But I am not going to... I might throw a picture up. I might do a picture, because I'm going to have to splice this video of the bumper, of the grill that I'm looking about getting. The grill that I'm looking about getting is all black, and when it comes across on the center, well, I don't know. When it comes across on the center, it doesn't have the line going all the way across with a bow tie. It comes here, and then it's just ladder bars all the way across it. Billet grill, just all the way across it. No emblems, no nothing, no raised part for a Chevy emblem. And then I'm going to put a 2017 GMC emblem on it. That way I have a more wide range of lights to get. I don't think I'm going projector with this, though. I'm pretty sure I'm staying regular composite headlights, and then just go probably aux beam LEDs high and low. and then switchbacks for the turn signals. If I don't get the LED, which I'm probably not going to get the LED, I'll probably just do switchbacks. Doing that, though, I will have to get the Chevy bumper, because the Chevy grill won't fit with this bumper. So I'll have to get the S10 bumper. Oh, what else? Probably said, yeah, toolbox, bed line, wheels, tires, lowered a little bit, Chevy front end, and I'll probably put some LED pods or something once I get I'll probably put a couple of pods in the bottom of the bumper. Maybe a cow hood. I'll probably get a cow hood. There's a couple of cow hoods locally that are kind of cheap. I might think about getting one of those and throwing one of those on. The engine, I'm probably honestly not going to do anything with the engine, because this is honestly just going to be a daily driver. You know, I've seen these things turboed. They're kind of nice, but, you know, once you turbo it, there goes gas mileage. So I'm not going to turbo it. If I boost anything, it's going in the Yukon. But I think that's pretty... Oh, LED tail lights. Black LED tail lights with LED top light. I'm not going to go the full LED. They make it's completely LED, and even the reverse lights LED. I'm just going to do the half LED, and then for the reverse lights, do the same reverse lights I got in the Yukon. And then I'll probably put some pods, flush mount some pods in the rear bumper for extra reverse lights. Yeah. On the inside, like I said, probably gonna get a double din radio. I'm going to try to get an overhead console, a small overhead console. I have access to a full one. I don't know, from what I've reading, that the roof doesn't match the Blazers, which is what the full console would have came in. So I'm probably just going to get a half console and then get the Bravada screen, which will give you miles a gallon, temperature, GPS, all the stuff my Jeep has in its overhead console. It will give you it up at the top. I'll probably convert all this to LED. The radio that I'm getting, I'm not going to say anything about it right now, but I'm not going to get the Pioneer just because of price. I love the radio in my Yukon, but I can't justify spending another $500 on a radio. Nothing against it, but I just can't justify myself spending another $500 on a radio. At this moment, anyway. The radio I plan on getting is honestly going to be something similar to Mossman. I'm going to get, yeah, I might as well say it. I'm going to get a high option, I guess you would say, Android-based radio. I'm going to try my hand at an Android radio. Since I'm doing a lot of Pandora and stuff now, I'm going to try to do that. And then in the back, I don't know exactly what I'm going to do yet, but, I mean, it's basically a storage pit, is what it is. I'm probably going to get a sub box. I make a sub box specifically for these trucks. The only bad side is it covers everything. Like, everything's covered. I haven't seen one in person, but just looking online, it looks like it covers everything. I don't know how it's going to work with the, tools for the jacks. You know, I don't know if it's going to go over that, if it goes in front of that. I don't exactly know. I'd be kind of a pain in the butt if I had to pull my sub boxes out if I get a flat. But that's also a better option than some other things. I don't know. But let's see if it will actually start. I don't know if it will start. Give me my keys? Where are my keys? I'll need to get another set of keys. I got 2 keys, but I want another key. Yeah, battery charged up enough, so that's actually, battery might be salvageable even though it's a 2012 yellow top Duralast. Now there's the mileage, 77,716. Just a baby. Then again, I don't know too much on these motors. So one thing it does need is a headlight switch. It's very glitchy. So we'll need a headlight switch. It does have automatic headlights. But one thing you can do with these, which you can't do with the Yukon, is you can press it, I think 3 or 4 times, and it turns off the automatic headlights and the daytime running lights. The Yukon, I pulled out the daytime running light module. Don't know if I'm going to do this thing. If I just always remember to press it, you know, it's fine. But yeah. Kind of dark, but she runs pretty darn good. Driving it back from where it was. You know, the third brake light doesn't work. I noticed that, but yeah, runs good. I didn't say anything about exhaust. I'm probably honestly not going to put exhaust on it. It's only a 4-cylinder, and most of the exhaust that I have heard from videos and stuff are not that nice, like at all. The only one that sounded decent was a Magnaflow Catback, and even then it was still a little ricey, and it was, you know, those are like $600, $700, $500 minimum around there. I don't know if I can justify spending that much on an exhaust system, considering both my Jeep and my Yukon, even combined, are not even that much from what I spent on them. So I'm probably just going to keep it quiet. There's no reason to have sound. You know, I might put something on it later, but I don't know. But hey, something else. But yeah, I just thought I'd get this video out there. You'll definitely see some videos on this thing along with my 2 Jeeps and my Yukon when I modify it and stuff. You know, I don't know exactly how fast I'll modify it. Since I'm probably going to be driving this every day, I'm probably putting the Yukon on hold for right now. I still haven't even bought anything else for the side axle swap at all. So, you know, I haven't bought anything. I haven't even bought the kit. You know, so Yukon's pretty much been on hold ever since I bought the axle. I haven't bought anything else for it besides that wiring harness. I don't know if you know, but I bought a 5.7 4L80E four-wheel drive wiring harness out of a 96 2500 with the 5.7. So I'll eventually be getting a 4L80E for it. But I need all the other stuff for the kit. So, yeah. I don't really know what I'm going to buy first for this thing. Honestly, probably the radio and the dash kit. And then probably rims and tires, because tires need to be replaced here pretty soon. And the rims I'm thinking about getting aren't that expensive, rim-wise. They're about as much as what I spent on my Jeep rims, so not too bad. And then tires probably shouldn't be bad at all, because I can get a pretty decent discount at work on tires. So, you know, and then I can mountain balance them myself, so that's no problem there. So probably going to be a radio first, radio install. Just we'll see once I got everything switched over and start driving this thing. But yeah, just thought I'd get this video out there, my new ride. I think I said everything I wanted to say, so I'll talk to y'all later. Bye.